I can still picture the way she smiled as she handed me the eviction notice. Polite. Calm. As if she were offering tea, not dismantling 40 years of my life. "It's for the best, Dad," my son murmured, avoiding my eyes. Her hand rested lightly on his arm, gentle, possessive. That touch said it all. My daughter-in-law had one. They claimed the house was too big for me now that my wife was gone. That it was time I enjoyed my retirement. What they didn't say was that they wanted the place. The home my wife and I built, brick by brick, long before either of them knew what a mortgage was. That night, as I packed decades into cardboard boxes, I heard laughter drift from the living room, hers, followed by a sentence that turned my blood to ice. "Once my parents move in, it'll finally feel like home." That was the moment something inside me froze. When I first met her, she was all grace and courtesy, soft-spoken, respectful, eyes lowered like someone from another time. My son, Michael, was completely taken. She called me Papa and brought tea just the way my late wife used to, 1 sugar, no milk. I thought she was a blessing. Turns out, she was a strategist. Over time, she tightened her hold, first over him, then over our finances. Michael began consulting her on every family matter, including mine. I was slowly eased out of my own life so subtly that by the time I realized, I was already standing on the outside. Still, I trusted them until I found the deed transfer papers. They'd restructured ownership under the pretense of estate planning. 3 names, hers, Michael's, and mine. But only mine could be signed away, and apparently, it already had been. I didn't confront them. Emotion is a luxury once you've been outplayed. So I waited. I watched. I noticed how she boasted to her friends about the house, about their fresh start. Then she planned a grand housewarming, social climbing disguised as celebration. That's when I made my decision. I wouldn't fight them for the house. I'd sell it. Technically, I still could. They'd overlooked one clause, one my lawyer slipped in years ago at my wife's insistence. Any sale or transfer required my signature. I remember teasing her for being paranoid back then. Now, I silently thanked her. I reached out to a real estate agent, quietly, efficiently. Within a month, I had an offer. A solid one. Cash. The sale closed 2 days before their big housewarming. I didn't tell them. Not yet. I waited until that Saturday evening. The night she'd been preparing for like her own coronation. The house glowed with light and music. I could hear her laughter from the driveway. Perfect. I wasn't alone. The buyer, a composed man in a tailored suit, walked beside me. We didn't knock. I still had my key. When I stepped inside, the music faltered, then faded. She turned, wineglass in hand, her parents at her side. Her smile froze. "Dad, what are you doing here?" I glanced around at the gleaming furniture, the new chandeliers, bought with my money. Then I gestured to the man beside me. "This is Mr. Grant," I said calmly. "He's the new owner." For a moment, silence. Then confusion rippled through the guests, whispers spreading like smoke. Her voice cracked first. "What? What do you mean, new owner? This is our house." I handed her a copy of the sale agreement. "Correction," I said. "As of Thursday, it's his." Michael's face drained of color. You sold it without telling us?" I met his eyes, the same eyes that once looked up to me for everything. "You should have read the contract, son. You'd have known you couldn't move anyone in without my consent." Her parents stood frozen near the staircase, half-unpacked boxes at their feet. They looked like trespassers. Fitting, since that's exactly what they were. I turned to leave but paused at the door. "Don't worry," I said quietly. "You've got 30 days to move out. The new owner's generous." The room was dead silent. I didn't need to look back to see their faces, shock, panic, the slow crumble of arrogance. I'd seen it before, just never aimed at me. That night, in my small rented flat, half the size of my old garage, I felt peace. Not happiness. Not triumph. Just, clean. People think revenge is fueled by rage. It's not. It's about balance, about setting the world back in order. They took my home, believing I'd simply accept it. But I built that house once, and I dismantled it, piece by piece, just as quietly. Funny thing about foundations. When they're laid right, they'll hold steady. Even when the house itself comes crashing down.